Hello everyone. When it comes to branding, we make sure that our brand name is simple, clear, and engaging, right? But have you looked at your website URLs? If they are not simple, clear, and engaging, it is not search engine friendly, right? So you might have lose hundreds of potential clients through the search engine, right? So let us look an example of these famous brands. So suppose McDonald's brand name is something like McDonald's best fast food solution, and then it is not it won't be proper probably the famous as it is today because the brand name is too long. It might be descriptive, but it is very hard to pronounce for many peoples, and it is not that much easy to remember to write. So we need to make sure that our brand name as well as the URLs in the website is simple, clear, and engaging, right? So let us take an example. Which one will you use? If you are searching for term search engine optimization, right, in a specific country, so SEO, search engine optimization, so you came across two results. So the content is exactly the same, but the URL structure here is nepaya.com slash boost online visibility dot, and another is nepaya.com slash service slash SEO, right? So you are generally likely to click on the second result because it looks more authentic to the user, because you are searching for specifically SEO term, you got the specific SEO term everywhere, right, even in the URLs. But if you compare here, it is not a specifically SEO term, and you find it is the website might be not that much trustworthy, and you might click on the second URL, right? It is due to all URL structure and sort and click clean which are flop words, right? So you need to make sure that your website URLs are not full of flop words. So basically by flop words I mean embarking on the average reason, embarking on the average basecamp track or anything. The embarking, why are you are adding the embarking words in the URLs? It doesn't make sense, right? So agenda of this video is to introduce you to the URLs, what not to do in the URLs, and but why not to do also, right? So let us took the introduction part. So URL is basically the web address that you go to find a specific page on the internet, right? So the example here is www.example.com. Your domain name.com is the domain name, right? And the slash page is the specific part where you want to visit, right? This is the simplest introduction to the URL. So these are something that you should never do in the URLs. So don't make URL long, right? So what you can see here by is you can see the URL is too long, but boost your visibility is on SEO, right? So what happens here is the user won't be able to see the last term SEO, or also it contain much flop words like boost your visibility with SEO. It is not probably makes sense. So short URL SEO seems more better, right? So the issue here might be Google won't even crawl the website because it is full of spam in the URLs. And another thing is user also won't click on the result because this is full of spam, right? So another case with the long URL is SEO course with certificate. This might seem reasonable, right? The short URL is long SEO. So what happens is audience is most precise in the first one, so it will only rank for SEO course with certificate. It is hard to rank for the term SEO course only, right? But if you look at the short URL SEO, it can rank for anything like link building in SEO and SEO course with certificate. It can rank for many terms, but in the long URL it is much precise, so it will only rank for that terms. So this might also harm your SEO efforts, right? And you need to make sure that the course are the same, but if you are including the SEO course with certificate, then it might only rank for these terms. So you need to look at much more point of view, right? And another thing is SEO course with certificate have less volume and then the SEO broader term, right? So don't add here in the URLs. But why not add URLs is because it won't rank after the 2024. You can see SEO in 2024 means it won't rank after the 2024, and specifically the 2024 have less volume. So if you search for SEO in 2024, it might have hundreds volume, right? But if you search for SEO, it might have 1000 volume, right? So you need to make sure you have not added the dates or years in the URLs, right? So don't use special characters. So these are SEO, then percentage, service, comma. So it is hard to understand or readable by the users, and it will also confuse the Google, so it won't also index on the search engines, right? So why when this happen is when you are using the customer CMS, then you might get lots of these issues. So you need to make sure that these are not a problem in your site. So the best way is to go with the WordPress for blogging and the service page. So you can use that. So lowercase and uppercase issue, right? So this does not look the authenticity, right? S is capital, E is small, O is big, S is capital, E is small. So the readability is also harm. User is also confused in the navigation. And another thing what it can also happen is this whole term can also rank in the this whole content is also available, same content is at the lowercase, right? So this will affect the search engine indexing due to the content duplication issue, right? So another thing is generic structure in the URLs. So nepaya.com category slash SEO, so it will confuse the goer and the user intent. Why? Because the category means anything category, right? So category means lawn SEO or service SEO, anything, right? So it will confuse the Google basically. So you don't have to use the category use, you can directly use what is service slash SEO, right? It look more readable and not so confusing to the user. It is not basically not confusing to the users. So another is nepaya.com category slash SEO service. You might also ask, we can also use this SEO service at the last, then it won't confuse the Google or any search engine, right? But what happens here is why you are using the category word in the URLs, because it does not give any value. You can simply remove this category, right? This is the best approach here can be. So overstuffing URLs, I mean overstuffing keywords in the URLs. So if you look at this affordable cheapest discounted SEO, so it is long keyword heavy URLs that become that become difficult to read and understand. And another thing here is Google might also see there are many keyword stuffs, and you might also get SEO penalties in these pages, right? So everything revolves around the user intent. If the user is not feeling comfortable use your URLs in the website, then it is not meant to be. And you can also get SEO penalties if you follow that long structure URL. I'm not saying especially long structure URL are bad, but if you are using flop words and this all things, then they are probably the bad. It will also hampers your brand value and identity, because if you are using something like embark on the travel to California, so why are you using the word embark at the URLs? It does not give much more sense, right? And the user also will question that is the brand trustworthy, right? So another thing is when the crawler see these types of URL and find that the URL is full of flop words, then the crawlers might also not crawl the web page. Also might, if they crawl, they might not index the web page. So you need to make sure that too. So if you are on the global market in the tourism or SaaS, everything matters, right? Each and every details matter. So you need to make sure this small details does not hampers your business through the search engine, right? So if you have any question, you can ask me. Feel free to reach out to me on any platform. I'm available. So yeah, bye, have a good day.